Philadelphia, are you ready?
He said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
To Brotherly Love Wrestling, and on today's show we lead in to AEW's next pay-per-view, Revolution, which is shaping up to be a pretty damn good card. One is their biggest of the year.
Revolution?
Yes.
That's their biggest of the year? Is it because it's a month before Mania and they just have to?
Maybe.
It's not,
I don't know.
Here's one thing, and I don't care what anybody says. Revolution will never be a cooler name than WrestleMania.
Yeah, no shit.
Here's the thing. It won't. It'll never. It doesn't matter. It just won't.
Did anyone make the case for that?
No, but I know that there's someone out there thinking that Revolution is definitely cooler than WrestleMania. There's got to be someone out there that's an asshole.
Anyway.
Here's the thing. It's not better than Royal Rumble or Survivor Series or something. It might be better than SummerSlam. SummerSlam's kind of cool.
You're talking about shit that's been around for 30 plus years. Of course, it's not cooler because this is established.
It's definitely
and
it's cooler than Vengeance.
It's memories. Well, yeah, but it's memories
cooler than Great Balls of Fire
burned into your mind.
Yeah, but I have other memories burned into my mind too that it's not better than.
Yeah, because
St. Valentine's Day Massacre comes to mind,
and they all
Judgment Day. Oh, that's
pretty good.
Pretty cool.
But
Armageddon, though, I don't know about Armageddon.
They all went away. That's why they weren't good. That's why they were. SummerSlam and Survivor
I
Series
like Revolution's name better than Elimination Chamber as a name or TLC.
No, I don't like it better than TLC.
TLC is the pay-per-view title.
Yeah, tables, ladders, and chairs. Yeah,
I know what it
TLC,
fucking stands for.
Yes,
I hate that as the.
Why?
I hate that as a name of a pay-per-view.
Why?
Because it's stupid. Come up with a better name. You can't name the match the pay-per-view. Like that's why I don't like Elimination Chamber.
So
the only match that I will
Royal
accept.
Rumble.
Is Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That's it.
What about King of the Ring?
No, because that's just the segment. I wouldn't want that to be the pay-per-view title.
But it used to be a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be the pay-per-view. I don't want it to...
So you don't like the gimmick match being the pay-per-view at all?
No.
Huh.
No, I like it's the spectacle. Like this is the spectacle of WrestleMania. Although Survivor Series is it used to be a Survivor Series match, but that's still pretty cool though.
Yeah, but you
like,
can't
what else
say that the Elimination Chamber is not cool or the...
Yeah, but the Elimination Chamber didn't start as its own pay-per-view. It was a gimmick match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
TLC was a gimmick match on a pay-per-view. Yes. Like, give me a TLC match at SummerSlam.
Okay.
Give me an Elimination Chamber at fucking... any other fucking pay-per-view. Give me Money in the Bank. Give me a Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
Who knew you were so passionate about this?
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. We don't have a lot to talk about. I have to get passionate about something, don't I? So anyway, it's all these gimmick matches. Don't look at me like I'm fucking crazy for no reason.
No, not at all. No.
I don't like the pay-per-view title being not creative. Like, you've already named this match. Name the pay-per-view something more creative than the match you created.
I hear what you're saying.
It's lazy.
It makes sense. Yeah, I get you.
And then they try and do like Great Balls of Fire, and that's fucking terrible. You might as well stuck with Armageddon.
I didn't have a problem with Armageddon. It wasn't really that bad to me.
Here's the thing. If you're going to keep a name and just put that gimmick match on that show, that's fine with me. You're going to keep the shitty name, but have the gimmick match on it. That makes that stupid name cooler because you have this match on that card.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, I don't get
anyway
why you hate it so much, but I get the premise of what you're saying.
It just shows no creativity.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other cool things you can name. Like they used to do Bash at the Beach. That's pretty fucking cool. Great American Bash. Halloween Havoc. There was no gimmick match, except there was a gimmick match on the pay-per-view, but there wasn't a Halloween Havoc match.
No, yeah,
Because you know how
right.
corny that would fucking be.
Well, if anyone would do it,
It would be
WCW.
WWE or no, it would be WWE would fuck that up. People would be it would be a pumpkin pie fight at the end of the.
That's not true because they fucking fit right into Halloween Havoc.
They
from start
did.
to finish this year.
They did.
Yes.
NXT.
So that's not fair. I'm sorry. What are the 3 initials in front of NXT?
It doesn't matter because if they had it on,
Turn into The Rock in front of me.
If they had it on Raw, it would have been a pumpkin pie fight, and Otis would have been hit with fucking pie.
But they didn't.
But they didn't. You're right. But I'm saying if it was on main card, it would have. Because you can't have anything nice when you go to the main card. Everything's got to be childish.
So let's move back on to AEW. Like I was saying, AEW
right.
before we get to the pay-per-view, the biggest news at the end of last week was that Paul White, aka the Big Show, now has signed
AKA Captain Insano.
a multi-year deal with AEW and going to be a commentator.
Here's the thing: I don't want him to call Paul White. I want him to come up with a name for him. I want him to have a name. I want him to have something like be creative. Don't call him Paul White. We know he's the Big Show. Step out of the Big Show and Paul White. Be something in AEW.
Why? Well, I mean, AEW is a lot of them being who they are.
I don't like that. I like the names. I don't want them to be like. I want them to be something different. I want them to get creative. There's not enough creativity in wrestling. They just lazy everything. They got to fucking lazy everything up. Calling him Paul White. I would have been happy if they just would have called him the Giant.
Would you, though?
Absolutely.
I don't think you would.
Absolutely. If they just called him the Giant, I would love that. That brings back good memories for me.
Yeah, because WCW did so good with him. So anyway,
What, are they going to take shots at a company that went under?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take shots at one that's still in business. Anyway,
You hurt my head.
the company announced that he is going to be doing commentary for their new show on YouTube, AEW Dark Elevation, which is for upcoming talent, which they've been using on Dark this whole time anyway.
So they have Dark, Elevation, and then Dynamite.
Yes. And
So what the fuck is Elevation? Is it actually pre-Dark?
Well, Elevation will air Monday nights at 7 o'clock.
I understand that, but is Elevation before you get to Dark, or is Elevation after you get to Dark and they're trying to get you to the...
No, it's before. It's developmental.
Developmental
It's the
before
younger,
Dark?
Yeah.
So it's not... So they're regressing. We're trying to get them to get another show on TV, and they're regressing and putting something else on YouTube that is lesser than Dark.
It's not really regressing. It's kind of staying the course because you're already on YouTube.
No, because you're going to be using now lesser name talent, and you're not going to get...
They're already doing that.
Yeah, but
on Dark.
Yeah, but now you're having this... What is it? Elevation?
Elevation.
So Elevation, you have to elevate to get to Dark? Or you have to... Is this elevating from Dark to the main card? Are you grasping what I'm trying to ask you?
I get what you're saying, but...
Do you not know the answer and you're trying to bullshit me?
No. It's established young rising stars.
Sorry,
as well as top independent wrestlers in wrestling.
So it's Dark then.
But that's the thing. They're changing Dark.
So what the hell's Dark called now?
It's still... Stop with the names. You are obsessed with names tonight.
I just want you to tell me who's going to be on what show. Am I going to see MJF on?
I feel like
Elevation?
we're on Who's On First here. I really do. I feel like
all I want to know is
Abbott and Costello.
What
right here?
So what's Dark going to have?
Dark.
Is it going to have the same people that it's on now?
No. See, I think. Probably, but more of the main roster that we see on Dynamite
Dark
that is not used. Yes. And Elevation is used for all the young talent that they have going up against.
That they can't put on Dark.
Yes.
So they're regressing is what I'm saying is now they're putting another show, but they're not elevating people. They're just demoting people backwards to the show to get back to Dark.
Well, no. Guys like Mr. Grimm or
okay.
Or for instance, a JDX or something like that.
Or
they
Danny
would
Limelight.
go on, or Danny Limelight. They would go on to Elevation to start there to get
to Dark.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So
but then you're using Dark as a secondary show with the wrestlers you aren't using on the main roster. So a Sonny Kiss, a Janela, a Spears, guys like that.
All right, we're just gonna have to see how this goes because right now I don't like it. right now I don't like the.
And quite honestly, they should put it on Wednesday because everyone keeps talking shit about NXT and how it's developmental and it ain't the real show. So shouldn't NXT and Elevation go up one another? Shouldn't that how that works, right?
Yes, that's how that works.
Like,
no, that's not how it works because
why?
I'm so confused on what the fuck Elevation is.
Why are you so confused?
Because I don't think that they should have a show. Dark was already it's like your B or C brand.
Okay.
So Dark was already that. Like
Technically for them it'd be a B brand.
Yeah, it would be B, but you're not really utilizing that talent on there and bringing them to the main card. So now you're pushing them back even further to Elevation.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to get from Elevation to Dark, which you're not doing anything from Dark to the main. You need something from Dark to get you to the main show. You don't need something to get you from nowhere to Dark to nowhere. You need that fucking cross between. You need that other day. You need that. You need to stop putting shit on YouTube. Don't stop putting shit on YouTube because obviously that's a great avenue to have. But you need somewhere for them to get from Dark to the main roster because you're not seeing that. You're seeing the same people every week on Dynamite.
Yeah.
So you need that next step. You don't need a step backwards to get you to. Now do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I think the problem is
I'm overthinking this. I know this.
Yeah, by far. But it's the way they're using their talent right now anyway. They're using the no names to the majority, and facing SCU, facing Spears, facing whoever that are already signed to AEW.
Yes, but after these people that you just named keep winning on Dark,
I can't say who says they're going to keep winning because if they're not going to win on Dark, where the fuck are they going to win?
Yeah. So you're saying
I get it.
SCU and
when are they going to get a push to get on main roster and what's going to make them get there?
Yeah, how are they getting there? Because if you keep beating people that you're supposed to beat, once you start losing to them, now you're just enhancement talent.
Yes.
Now you're just putting people over to try and surpass you.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
So these people that are being underutilized, and some people might
You really got sidetracked by looking at your phone.
Yeah.
So some of these people that aren't being utilized is what you were saying.
When are they going to get utilized? That's
a good question.
When do you make that next step? When do you get the viewers that you need on YouTube to get as many eyes? Because right now it's the diehards that are locking in to Dark.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to get that to where, if it's just the diehards, that doesn't cross over to the main.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Because their numbers don't show that they're racking in 800, 700,000 views on their YouTube. So where are all these people that are these diehard AEW fans on Wednesday? Where are they at for Dark? Because those are the eyes that you need to get them to the main roster. They need to get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views.
Well, and that's why I think that
because
it's casual fans more than anything on Wednesday nights.
It is.
Absolutely.
Because if there was that many diehard AEW fans, they would be able to filter all their Dark talent and kind of run it back because it wouldn't matter because you're getting the views everywhere. Mm-hmm. So you'd be able to run more people and counteract. You'd be able to have a Lance Archer, a Ray Phoenix. You'd be able to have a Moxley jump over to. It's just that they're not doing this right. I don't feel like.
I agree.
And I know it's a lot more work for the people that are really good, but you need to get those people and next to these people. Because if you're going to keep running the same people on TV weekly, it's going to be boring as fuck. Don't care how great you think storylines can run, and how creative they are. They're obviously not, because now they made a show below their below show.
See, and that's the thing where
this is like WWE filming the Performance Center.
Yeah.
You're getting
exactly.
workouts in the Performance Center, and you're getting matches like that. That would be it.
Yeah. But see, that's where I get annoyed.
I want to see some of these people.
I'd rather see that.
I want to see some Performance Center people especially the new flocks that just came in.
Yes.
Because their signings have been ridiculous lately. And I have a feeling that a lot of their signings, once they hit TV, they're going to get rocket strapped, just like MSK. Mm-hmm. It's a little easier when you're a tag team, I think. Yeah, I think it is, especially the landscape of how you need tag teams. Mm-hmm. Just WWE as a whole, I think, needs tag teams. So if you get a tag team you think is going to be hot, you gotta strike quick.
Yes,
and I'm glad they did. They're easier to pull the trigger with that too, because it doesn't take away focus from everything else that they want you to pay attention to.
Yes, Well, and the main thing that I saw with this whole weekend and talking about Elevation and talking about NXT is I saw a post and it really, I can't do negativity. I can't stand it. And it really bothers me when people want to be negative just for the sheer fact of being negative.
And this is how you put up with me for this.
Yeah, but you're not negative just to be negative. If something bothers you, it's a little different. You're not a negative person, though. You just want to see good wrestling.
I don't even care if I see good wrestling. I just want to be entertained. I want to see a good show, and that doesn't always pertain to me. I know that I'm not the target audience for a lot of people. So yeah, I'll criticize it, but I know that it's probably not meant for me to see.
Exactly,
it's probably meant for someone else because I don't get what I'm. It's not like I don't get it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I understand
like
that.
the whole for instance, the whole gaming.
Yeah.
Coming into wrestling, like the whole video gaming thing, like that doesn't appeal to me because I'm not a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that it appeals to a larger majority than just me, obviously.
Yes.
Because people have millions of views on streams and shit for the most random things in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Still blows my mind.
Yeah.
That new night gear is what was the saying? Whatever someone commented on Adam Cole's Twitch about his new armor for his night.
Yes.
Like that was weird.
Yeah. But that's what it is.
That's what it is. And that's what they're trying. Like,
yeah.
Again, that doesn't.
Yeah, it's not.
Doesn't mean
it's not
that,
for you.
It doesn't mean like I'm not going to shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good, someone likes it.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's
I know.
where I get
that. I was trying to lead you back into your.
Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. You're not going to now. You didn't comment on that person and shit on them for liking it just because you don't like it.
I would never do
and
that. That's stupid.
That's the point I'm getting, and that's why people shitting on NXT.
You know how many things people probably don't like that I like. I bet you that outweighs more.
A lot.
Like if I were to pull up just a playlist from my music alone, there would probably be a majority of people that would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if I were to put something on TV, the majority of people my age would probably enjoy it, but the majority under me probably be like, "What the fuck is he watching?"
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why I don't like people talking when you talk about NXT and they say how it's developmental. And they always say, well, and that's, but see, you can't say it. You can't have it one way. Though.
They only,
and then say it another.
They only say it because they know it's going to irritate someone like you. Not meaning it like that, but they know that it irks you. That's why they're going to say. And that's what AEW thrives off of right now. They cater big time to their fan base, which is something that WWE sometimes fails to do. Like they cater and they know they want to hear the cheap shots. They know they want to hear the digs because now that fuels their fan base to act the way that they do. Like, and they do. That's what it is. Yeah. It's not them coming up with it on their own. It's AEW doing it. Like, look, it started from day one with the throne breaking from Cody. I mean, that's what it was, and that's what it continued to trickle down.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. All right, so it's developmental.
It started
if it is, but I know it's not. But even if it is,
developmental is what they do before they get to NXT. NXT is a proper filter to get to a main roster. NXT is on TV.
That's the word.
700,000 people. Like, here's your dark. Is really the numbers against NXT. Your AEW numbers
that's exactly my point.
Actually, because that's your main company show.
Yeah,
that's against Raw. That's against SmackDown. It's not against NXT. AEW shouldn't be proud that they're going up against NXT. NXT's wiping the floor with AEW Dark and will be Elevation.
Yeah,
that's what you measure the numbers against. I know they go head to head, but this isn't a war right now. This is your C brand versus their A brand. Like if you were to put the fucking Flyers and put them against LaSalle, who the fuck do you think's gonna win? And I'm not, and that's a fucking dig at fucking NXT if anything else.
True.
Because NXT is not LaSalle hockey.
No.
And it's like this is your number one show. You're going up against their number 3.
Yes.
This is the scoring line for the 96 Red Wings against the fucking C line for the fucking Hartford Whalers.
No, and that was my total point is all these people talking shit and I can't stand ratings.
2 obscure hockey references today.
That's pretty good. But that's the problem. you want to talk about ratings, then you better talk about Wednesday's NXT versus Monday's Raw and Friday's SmackDown. Those should be the
NXT?
three. No, I'm sorry. Wednesday's Dynamite versus Raw versus SmackDown. If your number one show and your only show on TV, that's what it is.
That's why they didn't make their show Monday or Friday.
Exactly.
Or Monday or Thursday or whatever day SmackDown was, or Tuesday, whatever fucking day it was at that point in time.
Yeah, because they would get smashed. They would have no chance.
They wouldn't.
But they don't want to say that. They think it's that much better when it's really not.
I mean, but that's the thing though. That's AEW knows what there's 800,000 fans want to hear.
Yes.
That's why they created the hashtag of I am with AEW.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that it's a gangling. You have to, if you want to build a loyal fan base, that's what, and you're appeasing to them. But that's the thing though. It's not going to appease to the masses. Like it's not, that's why their demo is what their demo is.
Yeah.
Because kids don't care. They want to see the fun people that they want to see. Old people could care less about your stupid who you're with. I want to see a possibility of fucking Stone Cold coming down to the ring, or I don't know, someone older than that.
Yeah.
Like that's what the over 49 or Sting. You got a couple. But that's why they're so heavy on that demo, because their real demo isn't the 49.
No.
Their real demo is probably 18 to 30.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, definitely 30 is the limit for sure.
Because someone who's in their 40s and their 50s, they're not hanging on to a fucking weird grudge that you have in wrestling. They don't care about that. They just want to see a good show.
Yes. Yeah. So hopefully.
All right. Should we actually talk about the pay-per-views coming up?
Yes.
Instead of fucking going back and forth about who's who and what's what.
Hopefully on Sunday we'll see that good show, because it's not like AEW doesn't put on good wrestling or good shows, especially when it comes to their pay-per-views. They always overload and it always delivers almost every single time.
It's almost like I feel like they're on, I don't want to say autopilot because I feel like that's a WWE thing, but it's almost like it's kind of lackluster and you kind of got too many things going on at once. But then when it gets like a month out from their pay-per-view, they're like, oh yeah, we got a pay-per-view coming up. Okay, well everyone else could take the back burner for now, and all these random matches that we had. Now we got to actually like hone in on everything that's going on. And I feel like they actually hone in very, very well. Like this past Wednesday was great.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. And especially the main event.
And
as we said with Phoenix.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, the match we said with Phoenix and Archer was like hands down probably one of their top 3 Dynamite matches that they've ever had.
Yes.
I don't think that's a stretch at all.
No, I think you're right.
I think maybe 2 out of the 3 have involved Phoenix, because I think Phoenix and Omega was incredible.
I agree. Like it was. I completely forgot about that match, but yeah, I agree.
So don't ask me to pull the third one off the top of my head, but those are the 2 that stick out the most for me.
Yeah.
And I can't really remember all the Dynamites, but where was I going with this? Well, I had a point.
How they build to their pay-per-views.
How they build to their pay-per-views.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like that every week leading up to it. I feel like I'm confused on what's actually going on and what are they actually building towards. And then when they get to their pay-per-view, I'm like, oh, okay. So why don't you just do this the whole time? So why don't you just have this? Where did this come from?
There are a few that,
and I know that's not completely the case because they have been building MJF and Jericho for a while now.
Yeah.
They've been building them up together, and then they won, and now they're against the Bucks. So now it kind of landed in place where you're only 2 weeks out and you can build.
Yeah, and get more serious about it.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think with that match, I don't know. It might be just me. I'm not really looking forward to an MJF Jericho versus the Bucks match, but
Here's the thing. I'm almost at the point of where I don't need Jericho anymore. I feel like I don't need him anymore.
That's big coming from you, because you were a big Jericho fan.
I am, but I just feel like I don't need him anymore. Like I feel like I don't think what Jericho is going to do now is ever going to top anything of the Jericho that I've seen before. And that could even be like 2 years ago or a year ago. Like, I don't think this character of Jericho was better than even what he brought to New Japan. I thought that was fantastic. And then if you want to go prior to that, it doesn't touch the list.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I just feel like I've seen enough of Chris Jericho to know that, okay, I don't need to see anymore. And I think that's always what I think that's what stifles, and that's what people bitch and complain about WWE about. Like, just because Jericho's on a full-time schedule doesn't mean he needs to be front and center. It doesn't mean that he needs to be on every show
or in every title match.
Or Matt Hardy. Like, I don't think.
Well, but see, Matt Hardy at least is Matt Hardy versus Hangman, and it's a supplemental storyline. It's not anything for any title, and he's building with Paige. I'm cool with that. I'm actually looking forward to that match.
No, that's fine, but it's almost like it doesn't need to be like almost every week. Like, I feel like those are slots that those guys on Dark that we were talking about, those are slots that they can have. Like, why don't you elevate them? Like, I know when you're on TV, it's completely different. You need the ratings, and we just said names that are huge rating draws.
Yes. Yep.
But, I mean, you have a guy like Moxley. Put the company on him. You have this guy in Omega that you believe to be the face of your company.
Mm-hmm.
And right now they're interlocked. And I'd imagine after this match coming up, and I'm going to prelude us, or I'm going to segment us, I'm going to do something really good.
Because the lead up to that was amazing.
Omega and Moxley, their title match. And I go wishy-washy on this just because.
Now, if it was any other match, would you be as wishy-washy on it? But is it because it's exploding barbed wire?
Yeah, but it just doesn't do anything for me. Like, I want to see ropes. I mean, I get it. You're trying something new, but
that caters strictly to Moxley, or what they want you to think it caters strictly to Moxley.
That's fine.
As the story they're telling anyway.
I mean, they're trying something new because nothing. Well, actually, I mean, people run no barbed wire, no rope matches all the time.
Yeah.
The exploding part, not so much, but that's more of a Japanese thing, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's probably Omega's input.
Probably, yeah. Or Callus.
It just doesn't do anything for me because I don't need to see that something new. They can put it as a ladder match, or they can put it as a street fight, or they can put it as something else, and it would be just as fine for me. It's just that I'm not overly excited about this match.
So is Moxley walking out as champ?
I don't think so.
You think?
I think Omega retains. I think, although I was surprised to see that Moxley beat Kenta and kept the title.
I agree.
Because I thought this was, although he doesn't need to run consistently with
the title itself.
No, with New Japan.
Like,
he's
no,
on a lax
he
schedule.
don't need to.
He's on a lax schedule with them. I fully believe that this is going to be a write-off from TV for a little bit for Moxley.
This match?
I think so.
Because Renee should, by this point, be almost ready, to have the baby anyway.
So I think this puts him. I think Cody's going to be doing the same thing soon too.
He has a little bit
more time, but still, I feel like Cody's going to be written off TV eventually too. But I think that they're going to get a little. And then who are you going to lean on?
It's going to be Omega.
Yeah, Omega.
Omega's going to be your guy.
Are you gonna?
Hangman.
You have Hangman, but are you going to rest your laurels on this TNT title? Are you going to elevate? Are you going to get this TNT title out of this fucking feud where he's in a tag team match? And this was the most defended title by Cody every week.
Yes.
And now it's not being defended at all. Is this really how you wanted this? Yeah, yes, you brought in Sting, and yes, you have them locked together against FTW, but is this really what you wanted for your new title? I mean,
No, not the TNT title. No,
that's
not what you wanted.
This is your TV championship. This is the TNT title.
Mm-hmm.
This should be defended or at least featured in some way where there's people fighting to get to that championship. This should be a feature. This shouldn't be. This is holding as much value as that championship that Brian Cage has on his shoulder. He ain't defending that.
No.
And he ain't defending that. So what the fuck do you have? Either one. This title, you're either going to pull the trigger with Darby Allin and you're going to let him run. And you're going to let him be the guy that you want him to be. And you're going to push him and you're going to get him there. Right now, they gave it to him and then they kind of backpedal. Just because they're shadowing it with Sting in there, doesn't mean he's being elevated. That doesn't mean that that title's being elevated. That title could be on anybody else on the roster right now. And actually, it could be on Guevara.
It could be on him. It could be on Archer. It could be on Scorpio Sky.
It could be on almost anybody else
Yeah.
and be actually doing something. And it's just that, okay, this is AEW. They'll get to it eventually. We have patience when it comes to AEW. Why do we have so much patience when it comes to AEW? But if WWE didn't feature the Intercontinental title for 2 weeks straight, and it was just there in tag team matches, well, what are they doing with the Intercontinental title? What are they doing with it? Why are they defending it? Why shouldn't it? Should be defended it. So all the titles. Why is your champion being in a tag team match and not defending his title? Why do we have so much patience with one but not the other? They're doing the same thing. They're just able to get away with it.
Yeah, well, WWE has let you down for years on end.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're going to repeat in the footsteps, who's to say you're going anywhere far?
I understand that.
I
agree with that.
I love TV titles. TV titles.
It's what you've been calling for
The idea
years.
Behind a TV title is fantastic. That is a title that is only defended on TV. You get it every week, and you get to highlight your roster with it.
Mhm.
You are not doing that right now. It's just.
And you haven't done it since Darby won.
No, you haven't done it since. No, he had one title defense where he got his fucking destroyed by Brian Cage. Like, literally, that match should have ended. That wasn't building him up because he got saved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was
exactly.
destroyed.
Yeah.
So you're either going to push the guy or you're not. You're either going to highlight the title or you're not. Now, he could get elevated after this, but I don't see how is he not interlocked with Cage and Ricky Starks and Taz still.
Well,
if this ends, like, where does this go from here? Because they have a ladder match that
with Archer and Penta and Cody, which, like you said, I believe Cody is going to be.
I don't think Cody's winning this match.
I don't think he's going to be winning
it. He's the name.
Yeah.
But there's another person in it.
Yeah, there is, and I do not know who that is at the time. But I think the one thing I want to know, especially with you, is what are you looking for from Sting in this match on Sunday?
Plays his hits and get his ass kicked.
Plays his hits and sells.
Yeah. I expect that paint to be maybe from here down gone.
Okay.
And then hair to be
Jim Carrey Joker.
Yeah. I don't expect much. I don't want to expect much. I don't want Sting to do something where he's going to get hurt. Like, I don't want to see Sting go out and try and fucking kill himself to put on this match. He's there. If he's there just to elevate Darby Allin, he's going to be getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're both probably going to be getting their ass kicked. And it's going to be, I don't know. I'm not expecting much from this match at all, honestly. I don't.
Overall, as a pay-per-view, excitement level 1 to 10.
I'll tell you what I am excited for. Find the fourth person for that fucking ladder match.
Gotcha.
Please.
Yeah.
It is Archer, Pentagon, Cody. Why is this last name fucking escaping me?
I'm finding it right now.
Damn it. Good thing we're not live.
10.
Is it 10?
10 or Caster.
Wait, what? That's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'll find it myself. Was it Revolution?
Yep. Yeah, 10 or Caster, and then there's still one to be determined this week. But, I mean, I don't know how that could be wrong.
I'm going to find it.
But because, I mean, it's Cody, Scorpio Sky, Penta, Archer, and it says 10 or Caster. Are you really scrolling through Twitter to find it?
Yeah, I'll get it. Keep talking.
But
all right,
I still think it's Archer's the best one to come out of it. Period.
But there's going to be a surprise
with the last one.
That's what I saw today, and that's what I was hoping that you were going to find.
But we're not going to find that. But am I right or wrong with it being?
Yeah, it's either 10 or Caster. But I thought I saw a graphic today that was 4 people. I mean, I could be wrong. Oh, here you go. So you got the 3 that we named and Scorpio Sky.
I said that.
Wait,
I said Rhodes, Penta, Scorpio Sky, and Archer.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Scorpio Sky.
And 10 were Caster.
Yeah, but isn't there 6 people? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the 6th person is a surprise, like you said.
The 6th person?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm right.
That's what I said.
Oh, so there is going to...
And I said the last
right,
one's
that's
to be
funny.
determined.
After Caster and
Yeah.
10. So there's
Correct.
a 6th entrant. All right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
back to the original... Why was I fucking...
I don't know.
Anyway.
I have no idea.
So I'm excited to see who the surprise person is.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Because
I
I
mean-
want to see who they're going to bring in.
The unknown will always get over in wrestling, period.
So who do they bring in? Well, yeah, I know. The surprise factor is great. And that's pretty much what you look for. What I look for in a pay-per-view that I'm not overly invested in is that I need to have one surprise.
Yeah.
You know where else we could see a surprise is the tag team casino battle royal.
Yes.
Like I feel like but it's such a stacked roster and they already they can't fit every tag team in.
Yeah, I mean,
Like who could they bring in? Like I was thinking,
well,
I mean,
right now,
they're
who they have listed?
like they're running with Impact, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense for them to bring someone else in from another company. We got Juice and David Finlay. Are they in it?
As of right now, no. It's
And
still versus to be determined. You want to know the participants?
Yeah.
Because you have Bear Country,
Okay.
you have the Dark Order,
Okay.
the Dark Order,
Okay.
Inner Circle, Santana Ortiz, Butcher and Blade, Private Party, Top Flight,
And they have no one else.
and then is to be determined.
And there's not one more that's to be determined.
Yes,
But is that a match to?
for a Casino Tag Team Royale for a future AEW Tag Team Championship match.
Yeah, but that to be determined is that to be determined on?
It doesn't say when; it just says to be announced.
Okay, so we might get a surprise there.
Yeah.
Although we might not if they're are they doing a qualifying match on?
Not that I've heard. I can't say for sure. I mean, I haven't heard anything about Dynamite
Because
having
that
a
would be nice
qualifying
if they
match.
do a. Well, you don't have Gallows and Anderson on there,
No, they do not.
so that might be your.
It could. I mean, yeah, absolutely, and that would draw eyes, and
that might be.
it'd be a good surprise as well.
That might be your to be announced.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they've already been like there. You already know that they're there somewhere.
yeah,
It wouldn't
well,
be that good of a
absolutely.
surprise.
Yeah. So all in all, 1 to 10,
How excited am I?
5,
Yeah.
middle of the road.
Yeah, I'll put it at a 5 just because I want to see the surprise of the ladder match. That it gives me 3 points right there. Well, who do you think is going to be the surprise entrant? It's got to be someone that you could see being interjected in the TNT title right away.
I don't even know if I believe it. Like, I feel like it's going to be someone on the AEW roster.
You think?
Yeah, I'm not really sold on it being a surprise from the outside. Of
you
course,
don't think it could be Ethan Page?
Of course it could be. Absolutely it could be. With their working relationship with Impact, yeah, absolutely. It could be any one of the singles stars from Impact. Yes. I literally have zero idea. Like none whatsoever in my head thought out of, I think this is who it is. Nor have I heard many rumors either about it.
No, me neither.
So whatever it is, they're really doing a good job of keeping it
If it's going to be
under
someone-
wraps.
Had anyone left?
I mean, your guess with Ethan Page is probably the best because of his situation and how he left it.
I really just can't think of what if it's like Warhorse? He's still an independent champion. He didn't lose it yet.
My expectation level would go from like 5 to 3
Okay.
if it was Warhorse. I'd be like, oh, awesome, but no, I really don't care. There's no one really. I mean,
There's no one that.
I can't say no one because I'm sure there'd be someone I'm not thinking of that I would pop for, but Warhorse would not be it.
All right. What's your excitement level for the pay-per-view?
I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle. I'm looking forward to the tag team match. I'm looking forward.
So who are the winners? I'm going from top to bottom. Wait, is Orange Cassidy versus?
Yeah, Cassidy and Chucky T versus Miro and Kit.
I think Miro still wins. I'm going to say Omega. I'm going to say the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say. We still have to find out who wins the women's bracket to face
Nyla or
Thunder Rosa.
No, I don't want to butcher this name. RYO is her first
Rio.
name. Thank you. No, it's not Rio. Is it?
No.
Now, see,
Rio
that's why I didn't want to say it.
R-I-H-O.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say it.
All right, so we still have to find out who wins.
I think go up against Sheeta.
I think whoever wins the tournament is going to beat Sheeta.
I can see that. But see, I just don't like Team Taz versus Darby and Sting.
I know.
I'm going to say Darby and Sting. Good guys win in the end, and
yeah,
I'm going
to say they win.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the surprise entrant wins the ladder match.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're really depending on who it is, but yeah, I can see that.
I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the unknown.
And the future tag team championship match?
I kind of want it to be Silver and Reynolds.
Yes, I want it to be Santana and Ortiz.
You want them to run that back and actually win it this time?
Yeah, because Jericho and MJF do not belong in the tag team division.
Typical WWE move.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see this weekend. Hopefully because in recent history, we've been going into pay-per-views with low expectations and being surprised by WWE. So
the only problem is we've already paid for these WWE pay-per-views. Now we have to fucking fork over $50, $60 for this pay-per-view.
True. So we'll see if maybe low expectation helps us.
So here's the thing. They run 4 pay-per-views a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's what? 50 times 4 is 200.
Yep.
So what's $10 times 12? 120. So
yep.
I'm still paying less to watch fucking 12 pay-per-views than I am to watch 4.
Mm-hmm.
They got to get that fixed. They got to get that fixed. Why the fuck would I want to order that pay-per-view for $50? It ain't worth it.
It's AEW. It's their rabid fan base. They think they're going to pay it.
And they will.
And they do.
But there's the thing.
Absolutely.
I don't want to pay $50, and I might not.
You necessarily really don't have to.
Well, necessarily I don't, but I
still... With Twitter, I mean, you get up to the second, find out right away.
I do. And here's the thing. I don't know. I think that's a fucking huge chunk that I don't even really... Like, I don't feel like that card is good enough. It's not like we're getting paid to watch wrestling here. Like, if someone was paying me to watch this...
And we're not getting a free watch code from Fight either, so...
No, we're not on that side of the pond.
No.
So, like, it doesn't... Like, realistically, I don't need to be a part of the in crowd to be like, oh, I have to watch this. Like, the card isn't strong enough for me to be like, oh, I have to watch this. For 2 matches that I might be intrigued about, it's just like as much as we said that they built great,
they did.
The card still is what the card is, and it's not like you almost have to have something stupendous happen to be like, I can't believe I missed out on that. I don't.
Do you think? Speaking of that, do you think we're in the minority feeling this way?
Yes.
By a lot.
I don't know about by a lot, but I think we're in the minority feeling this way. I think some people just don't think about it. They'll just spend money. But I feel like logically, like I already pay for so much wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why am I going to pay for this when I don't really like? It doesn't really draw me in. Like, it has to draw me in for that amount of money. Like, just like a UFC fighter, some other pay per view. Like, it has to. Like, I'm done paying $60, $70 for one fight. Like, that's what this is.
Well, it's the same reason why I didn't buy this past fight with McGregor. Because I did not know anyone on the card except for McGregor and Poirier.
And I think that is part of the problem with AEW. Like, you run into this problem where, like, all right, who the hell are these people? Like, that's where your common fan comes from. Like,
yeah.
Who are these people? Like, why am I going to fork over? No, I'm not letting you spend $50 to fucking watch this. I'm saying that as a parent to a child.
I got that. Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, we did a hell of a job selling it.
I'm not here to sell it, though. I'm here to comment on and commentate on what I think of the current product, and I don't think it's worth a $50 to $60 buy. Like, could they prove me wrong and it'd be an incredible pay-per-view? Yeah, sure. And will I feel sorry I didn't spend it? No, probably not.
Not really.
No, like I'm not at that point of where I'm like, oh man, I really should have spent $60 to watch that.
Yeah, because no matter what, we're going to see what happened. We're going to see all the gifs and everything on Twitter and Facebook and all of them anyway.
I mean, I'm not saying that I couldn't be sold to still buy it, but I'm saying it's not looking good right now.
Well, look, the Go Home show, by the time this episode drops, it will have already happened. Hopefully by that point.
Maybe I've changed my mind at this point.
Yeah, hopefully they do a good job with the Go Home show that makes us want to buy it. But we'll see. I mean,